experiencing a lot of rains. What about your place? May you comment down below what you are experiencing where you are. We have a lot of rains. Actually, right now, there is no electricity, and that is why I'm shooting the video outside. And guys, I want to first thank the new subscribers, the returning subscribers, the keyboard reactors, the people that are liking the video, the people that are commenting. I salute you. I thank you so much, and I pray that may the Lord bless you, may the Lord enlarge you, may the Lord protect you, may the Lord be with you and your family. I don't take it for granted, guys. I thank you so much. This is a channel where we spread positivity and love. If you have not subscribed and you're watching us, kindly hit that subscription button and join us to spread love and positivity. Guys, that is the main purpose of this channel. And today, I want to talk about something that I have observed over time. There are people that just hate on others for nothing. They'll hate you because of your nose. They'll hate you because of your ear. They'll hate you because of the way you look. They'll hate you because of where you are born. Imagine. People hating you just because you are born in a certain place. They'll hate you because of the way you are freestyle, the way you are independent, the way you don't bother about them. People hate for different reasons. And today, I want us to look at why do people hate on the Mwango? And I want to say, by the way, first of all, there are people who hate, not because they have reasons to hate, just because they have heard somebody else talking about this person, they just take that and start hating you. There is one time, guys, I was told by someone in the church actually, and he told me, there are people here in the church that wait for you to do something small to see your weakness. Just a small weakness, and they'll go spreading the gossip, and they'll go exaggerating it, and everyone else will hate you for nothing. So there are people, I don't know whether they are sent by the devil or where they come from. Their mission is to just look for something tiny about you, something small, and they are going to spread that in a very negative way that the people that surround you, you will just see people hating you and you are not understanding the reason why they hate you. The reason why I'm saying this is because some of the people that hate on the Mwango, actually she does not know them. She has never met them. They have never seen her. They have never actually related with her. They don't know anything about her. They just know what they see in the camera and what they hear from other people. And I got interested. Why does somebody who does not know you, who has not met you, who has not related with you, who is not even a close person to you, just decide to hate on you and look at the things that you are doing, the words that you are using, the people you are relating with, and they start hating on you and they extend that hatred to the people that are relating with you. Do you know, sometimes I see as if some people just want to see the others being bad. They just want to see the bad side of other people. Because if you select to see the positive of people, you will see a lot of good things in people. But there are people that are there to see only the weak side of a person, only the bad side of a person, only the negativity of what they want to see in a person. And when I look at this woman, she has a lot of positivity to actually make people love her. And that is why most of the people that watch her fans, more than 400,000 fans, they really love her because they can see the positive side of her. But there is this small group that want to see the negatives. And by the way, guys, one of the reasons people hate somebody they have never seen or actually they have never met is because of what we call in my mother tongue, mushene. Mushene is that sweet gossips that you want to hear about a person. You know, most of the people are actually very eager to listen to the sweet gossips. Those gossips that talk about person, they are twisted, they are decorated, they are applied for what? Honey. They are very sweet. Most of the people actually want to listen to those gossips. And that is why most of the people actually who do not know you, who have never met you, who have never related with you, they actually hate you because of the gossips they hear from people. And I want to say categorically, most of the people that hate on the Mwango, they have never met her. They have never seen her. They have never related with her. But because of the gossip they hear in social media, they just decide to hate and to hate and to hate with all their hearts. They are actually people who wait just to hear something small about a person and exaggerate it in their minds, in their thoughts, and they just hate the person. And I want to say to those people that actually hate because of what they hear, that most of the times, 90% of what we hear about a person is not, it might not be correct. So it is very, very important to just get to know a person, get to be close to her so that you understand them before you just select to hate them for no good reason. And I want to say that the people that actually talk about the negativity of this family, the Mwango, I am Marwa, and the rest, they know nothing about them. But they wait. Actually, have you ever seen? They don't shoot videos as long as the Mwango and Marwa are not actually posting videos. They wait until they post videos so that they can correct the information in the video. They twist it and they decorate it and they bring it to us. So they don't have concrete information about them. They get the information that is they are given by these people in social media. The other day, I was looking at I am Marwa and Rocio announcing they are expecting. And there are a lot of negativity that came to social media. Actually, I saw one of the heading of some of these, I don't know what I can call them. The heading was, a scam of a pregnancy. Can you imagine? Why should you scam a pregnancy? Why should you write that you are pregnant? You know, some of these people, they actually don't reason. Now, somebody seeing that will just hate and conclude that it is true. They are actually lying about the pregnancy and try to spread that negativity to other people. And that is why you see people will hate you just for nothing. You have never met them, you have never related with them, and they are looking at you with an eye suggesting, who are you? You are just nothing. You are just nobody. And they have never met you. So one of the reasons people hate is because of those sweet gossips they hear from other people. The other reason is because people really like the gossip. And therefore every channel that is related gossips and all the reaction channels, actually the reaction channels, the negative reaction channels rely on gossips. They take something, like the other day I told you, they just watched Anko from Jamaica congratulating a girl who was actually repairing, or rather, what is it called? Making a house using mud. And they twisted that and they actually listened to that man several times so that they can correct the tone of the voice and exaggerate it and declare that this man really wanted to do what? To tune the girl. And the girl is underage. You see, they don't even care whether whatever they are saying can lead to a great accusation that can lead to jail, that can lead to imprisonment. They don't care, because them, they are after content, they are after views, they are after subscribers. But the people who are innocent listening to them, they don't see them in terms of creating content, getting views, getting subscribers, uplifting their channels. They see the information given as the gospel truth. And that is why most of the people hate people just for what they are hearing, but they have no concrete evidence that this information they are hearing is true. The other reason why I think people hate the Mwango is because this woman is very, very independent. She narrated to us the way she was brought up. She was brought up in a family whereby you could not go outside the home to look for friends, to socialize, to have a chat with the neighbors. And therefore, when you are brought in such an environment, you become very, very independent. You don't want a lot of influences from outside. You don't want to be what? To be swallowed, to the way people want. In other words, you don't listen to people so that they can determine what you are doing. She's a very independent woman. And most of the independent women or independent people, they are not very, very much right. Because people like the people they can manipulate. People like the people they can tell things and they do. People like the people they can twist up and down, and they are twisted. But if you're independent, very few people will love you. They will actually hate on you. The other reason why I think people hate the Mwango is that this woman is very what? She has a very, very strong character and very hardworking. A very strong character and very hardworking. Very strong character and very hardworking. And these two, they make some of these women very, very jealous. Because they don't want to see a woman who has a very strong character and very opinionated and very independent and very hardworking. And because she has achieved much at a very early age, people tend to have that competition spirit, that jealousy, that envy, and they actually interpret it in a very negative way, and they talk about her, they actually mock her, they actually twist everything she says so that it can look bad, and the people who are viewing them or their fans come to hate them and come to despise them and come to criticize them, and in the long run creating hatred, which is so, so bad. The other reason that I have seen that most of these people, maybe they hate on this family, is because this family is very open. Guys, have you ever realized that most of the people, they actually want people who are hypocrites, people who have a twisted mind. They will not be open. They will not talk the truth. They will not bring their information all of it on the open so that we can see. And those people that are very hypocritical, I've seen it in life. By the way, people who are very hypocritical, they are loved by people. Because most of the times, they are not themselves. They are actually in a cocoon, pretending. And people tend to like such people very, very much. But if you are an open person, very truthful, you will say anything without cornering, like Mayuguno says. Without cornering, people will not love you. And you can see that I am Marwa is a very, very open-minded person. He will say everything. And if he is not satisfied, that is why, by the way, people say they are quarreling in social media. Because they will not go behind or rather edit the part they were arguing. Like the time we saw, they were talking with Osio about the theft in town. Marwa will not cut that part so that he looks good. Or they look that they are relating well. They are very happy. They don't quarrel. They are perfect. They are not people who are perfect. So they bring to us who they are. And that is what we call content. These are the content of pretending. I saw one of the actually people who talk about them, against them, cannot even communicate to the people in the house when the camera is on. They have to mute the sound so that we don't hear what they're saying, so that we don't get to know them deep inside when they're in their houses. We also saw the other one. They don't like us to see what is happening in their houses. And that is why they go to a consecrated, a particular corner in their houses to shoot these videos because they want us to learn very little about them. But this is a family that is open. It's an open book for everybody to see. And that is why Kograt's dad, when people went to the villa and they actually looked like they are actually interfering with the affairs of the villa, Kograt's dad had to come from wherever he was and come and tell them, no, we don't accept this. You have to go now. Because these people are open. They will not hide behind the camera and do things. And an open person is not right. An open person does not find favor with most people. Actually, people find it very, very hard to love those people that are very open. I'm not talking about everyone. Those people that are hypocritical. The people that are hypocrites, they don't love open-minded people. So that is one of the reasons why maybe people love to actually hate on the Mwango. The other reason is that the Mwango actually talks about her achievement openly. And I usually say, talking about your achievement is to encourage the person who is surrounding you, the person who is following you, the person who is down there, the person who is suffering, so that he can know the suffering are for a short time, the poverty is for a short time. God uplifts from one glory to the other. And that is what she has tried to tell people. But people interpret that as bragging, as proud, as praising herself, and they actually come to social media to say this woman brags a lot, this woman is very proud, this woman keep on praising herself, talking about the cost of her clothing, talking about what she has achieved, talking about what she has gifted. And there's so many people that talk about their achievements, but no one bothers about them. Why do you ask people if they are talking about their achievement? We learn a lot from what people have achieved. Actually, people motivate others by telling others where they came from and where God has taken them. That will motivate people a lot. So I think one of the reasons people want to look like the Mwango is not a very good person is because she is ready to tell us the much she has achieved, where she started from, and where she is. And I think that is a plus if you look at it in the positive way. So that is one of the reasons why people actually talk about her so much and hate on her, saying that she's very proud, she's very mean, she's very this and this. And I sure wonder, why do you compare two people? The other thing, people tend to compare others. In other words, they take two people and they start comparing them. And they forget that is another reason why people hate on others. Because you are comparing one person with the other. Why should you compare two people? No two people can be alike. These people have been brought up by different parents, in different environment, in different backgrounds, and they behave the way they behave because of where they were socialized, where they came from, the kind of social life they had when they were growing up. But you come and tell us, so and so is better than, this one is better than this one because of this and this and this. The other day we saw people comparing Marwa and Mwango. Marwa grew up in a society whereby she was exposed. She was allowed to go outside and socialize because the mother died very early and she was brought up, I think, by the aunt, if I'm not wrong. And therefore she had the liberty to go out there and socialize, to meet people, to have fun with people and to interact with the people. And therefore she is open. She can interact with anyone. She can go anywhere. She can dance anywhere. She can sing anywhere. Because of the kind of life she was brought up in. And actually, when you are brought up in a ghetto, I find those children brought up in a ghetto being very open-minded, being very aggressive in whatever they are doing, being very socialized. They like socializing because in the ghetto, children are brought together as a family. People come together as a family and they love each other very much. And therefore, Marwa was brought up in such an environment, while the Mwango was brought up in an environment whereby she did not socialize a lot when she was young. And you have to understand people where they are coming from before you compare them. Before you bring here on social media comparing two people that were brought up in very different environment. So that is another factor. People like to compare people with others. No two people can be alike. We are so different and unique in our own way. And we have a good side and our bad side. And therefore, it is so bad when we start comparing people, when we start talking about negativity of this one and positivity of this one. It's not being kind. Because even you, and I'm sure most of the people that criticize also have their drawbacks depending on where they were brought up and who socialized them. So I think those are the reasons people tend to hate others, not just the Mwango. People can just hate on you for nothing, completely nothing. Do you know it's so ironical that you meet with a person you don't know and they are showing you an attitude, telling you, I don't really love you, I don't really like you near me. But you have never talked with these people. You have never related with them. It is just that people have their mindset on what they hear on social media and what they experience. So Guys, my conclusion is, do not judge people. Love people. Embrace people. Embrace different characters and where people have been brought up. So that, by the way, the world can be very boring if all of us we are the same. The world can be very boring if we have the same character. The world can be very boring if we are doing the same type of thing. And that is why we have different types of varieties of people. There are people that are quiet. There are people that are very talkative. There are people that are in the middle. They are not talkative, not quiet, because all of us cannot be the same. And therefore, when you understand that, you love everyone. You embrace everyone. You come to celebrate everyone. See you guys during the next video, and God.